For the Smash That Small paper pad collaboration, I chose to play with the magical birthday pad from Echo Park. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome. It is time again for the Smash Those Small Pads collaboration that I do with my friend Sarah, who's crafting and relaxing here on YouTube, and Kathy, who is Stampin' Cat over on Instagram. Each month we pick a pad smaller than 12 by 12 and work on using it up. This month I went with the magical birthday girl. So taking a break from holiday papers, holiday crafting, which wasn't necessarily my plan, but I didn't have any small pads that were Christmas or winterish. So I decided to go ahead and go with the magical birthday, and that way, or magical birthday girl, and then this will give me a head start on the Cards for Cubs card donation that I'll be doing in spring. So I had not done anything with this pad, so it had the full 24 sheets. I also had the 12 by 12 sticker sheet that went with it, and I ended up making, I think, 27 cards. I did use card sketches, and I was in kind of a time crunch, so I tried to make as many of each card as I could, or at least tried to make multiples of each of the card sketches just to help speed things up. So I will link my card sketches below for you. As usual, the first one here is the deconstructed sketch, number 129. And I made 4. The pad did have, I think, 2 different sheets of cut apart. So there were the 2 by 2 squares, and there were some 1.5 by 2. I'm not sure about the other size, but so I did use the cut aparts. I used as many of the cut aparts as I could. I think there were a few that weren't really like a sentiment, or that were more of a journaling card, so I did just flip those over and use the backs of them. But most of my sentiments are the cut aparts or stickers from the sticker sheet. So I have 4 of these, kind of using various papers. In several cases in the beginning, actually most of the cards in the beginning when I started, I did use the paper from the pad as my mat as well. So this is actually the solid side of one of the patterns that I didn't particularly care for, and then this is also, the back side of one of the papers. So I guess the B side, what you would call it. This is Mojo Monday sketch number 449, and I chose the patterns that I chose for the mats. I chose them because they weren't busy and they were more of a single color. Instead of being, they may be like a color in white or something in black, but they weren't like multiple colors. This is my favorite thing, sketch number 352. Some of them I did matte on either black or white, or if I had some scraps of some of the colored paper. And then I did go in and embellish, like at the end I went back in and embellished with some of the smaller stickers from the pad, or from the sticker sheet, and then there is scraps on the inside of each card. I tried to stay away from, I didn't use the Disney castle very often, like it happened to be on this one and it might have been on one other one, but I tried to stay away from the whole Disney magical, like I just wanted it to be like a more of just a general magical type feel. This is an Operation Right Home bonus sketch. And on this one, I actually brought in a couple of the stickers to make a focal point and sentiment. This is Mojo sketch number 538. And then, like I said, I used, at the end, kind of came in with some stickers and added, trying to use up some of the smaller ones from the sheet that I knew I wouldn't necessarily use. Would be harder to use on a scrapbook page. This is Operation Right Home sketch 83. This is kind of when I started, I didn't have any full sheets left, so I was trying to use up some of the smaller bits. I was able to get one of these, and this is the other size of the card apart. I think they're one, I think there might be, I don't know. Why am I guessing? I don't have my measure mat here. And I have no idea where my ruler is. So we're just going to guess that they are 2 by 3. Now I can move on. Operation Right Home Sketch 37. Again, this was at the end, just trying to use up some of the bits. So these are just kind of using whatever patterns, and I didn't follow the measurements on the sketch. I just kind of went with ones that were close in size. Oops, trying to use those up. Reverse confetti number 15. One of those. Operation Right Home number 25. You've seen me use this a lot when I've been working on my scraps. This was when I got down to scraps, and then there was one sentiment that worked perfectly for the little sentiment strip down here because it was almost 3.5 inches that covered. And then I just embellished with some stickers because it seemed kind of plain. And then y'all have seen this one if you've watched me before, Operation Right Home sketch number 154. It's probably my most favorite scrap sketch to use because you just need 1.5 inch pieces. So a lot of times you have strips left that can easily be trimmed down to 1.5. And this mat, the square that goes behind all the little ones, it's normally supposed to be 3.5. I was trying to use up some of the scraps that I'd already made on my desk, and all I had was a 3.25 or 3 inch, I don't know. So I just made it work. So it's not as big as it normally is, and I didn't have a decent width piece for down here, so just went with what I had, made it work. And then this is where I went rogue and just was using up the scrap pieces left. So I just trimmed these down to make them fit like in a grid, and then brought in a big sticker. And this, I had a bunch of little strips left. This is actually a sticker strip, because after I got these kind of laid out on here, I realized I had a gap to fill, so I brought in the sticker strip here from the bottom of the sticker sheet. But I used up all those, so I do have a bunch of like little scraps, and a lot of them are like around like what you get at the top of the pad after you like the tear strip. So they're kind of like got that gummy strip at the very top from where the adhesive was holding the paper into the pad. And these are the stickers I had left from the sticker sheet, and I can use these on either cards in the future or like scrapbooks. Like a lot of these bigger ones would work well for scrapbook page. So I'm not worried about having some of those left. So here are my 27 cards. Again, I have the Magical Boy, Birthday Boy pad as well. So I will probably try and work that in before Cards for Cubs as well, just because this went really fast. I think I did most of it in an evening, and I finished them up this morning because it is the day of the collaboration that I'm filming this, and it's just been still trying to get caught up from just craft show craziness and behind on my paper projects. But be sure to check out what Sarah made here on YouTube, and Kathy is also linked for her Instagram account, so you can go see what she made with her small pad as well. Show them some love. Thank you guys so much for your time today, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.